I know I haven't posted in the longest time. Maybe not that long, but it feels like a while to me. But like you read in the title, today is a very special day. So we are going to be reviewing another game. Exciting, right? Today's game, very special. We are going to be reviewing Batman Arkham Asylum. Now, to start off this video, I first played this game the year it came out. Hold on, I forget all of my points. I'm on IMDb, 2009. So I first, technically I watched my brother play it first, whatever. But I first played it around when I was 9 years old. It was the first game I kind of played that wasn't like Disney Princess games or whatever. And I feel like it's really important for me because like now obviously y'all see what I play. I play a lot of games now. I don't know how to talk about video game history. It's dumb, I guess. But anyway, we're gonna start off how amazing this game is. So first off, I did look up some trivia on it just because I think it's so interesting, some of it. Back in the early 2000s, most big superhero movies or big action movies got video games that were made out of it. So like Iron Man 1 has one that I know of, I think. I don't remember exactly. I know Batman Begins has one, and this game was actually made from the failed game that was supposed to be from The Dark Knight, the second movie in the Christopher Nolan Batman series. So, out of this, the studio that originally was going to make it gave it to this tiny studio called Rocksteady Games, and made this award-winning game that became one of the most successful games of all time. Like literally, right here, it says, entered into the Guinness Book of World Records for the most critically acclaimed superhero video game of all time. I feel like that's pretty, like, important. The game starts off when you're driving as Batman, after just capturing Joker and bringing him to Arkham Asylum. Something that captivates me the most whenever you first get there is you're thrown into the world right off the bat. You don't know what Joker did exactly to get taken by Batman to Arkham, but you know he did something messed up, probably, whatever. As soon as Batman opens his mouth for the first time, he's voiced by Kevin Conroy, which is the original voice actor from Batman the Animated Series. And also from Batman the Animated Series is also Mark Hamill, who plays the Joker, which he's so iconic as the Joker. He's been the Joker in so many things. Like, it's intense. And then Arlene Sorkin played Harley Quinn, and she was also the voice actress of Harley Quinn from the 90s TV show. And she's iconic because she was the first Harley Quinn ever, and then she got to be into the game too, which I feel was very, very important. Anyway, so the Rogues Gallery. In this game, you get thrown into the whole story, and there's all of Joker's allies kind of there. Like, there's his henchmen, obviously, that are all there, because he somehow manages to get, like, the other prison, Blackgate, to, like, have, like, a fire or something. But, basically, all his men are there, to help him, and it's... But not only there, you have, according to the list, you have Joker, obviously. You have Harley Quinn. You have Victor Zsasz, Killer Croc, Bane. You sort of have Scarface. You have Scarecrow, and you have Riddler off screen. He kind of like taunts you through your stuff. And there's references to many more people throughout Riddler's riddles and stuff that he kind of like throws out to the game throughout the whole thing. And it's really see that many people all in there. I also forgot to mention you have Poison Ivy as well, who's one of my favorite Batman bad guys of all time. You're thrown onto this island that is isolated from the rest of Gotham. He has no help. His allies aren't really anywhere near there. He has Oracle, sort of. She's talking to him and helping him be there for all the information needed, and it's an interesting experience for him as a character, even though it's the first game, but you know that he hasn't really gone through something like this, and he's trying to figure it all out because he has like a little amount of time before something big's gonna happen. The fight and stealth gameplay That was so revolutionary at the time. You don't see things like that anymore. It's more like shoot 'em up kind of games, and you're just like, okay, whatever, kill the guys. But it's so like rhythm based, sort of. Like if you press like the attack button too much or too fast, then it'll throw off the combos, and if you just don't do it well, it throws everything off. The stealth gameplay, that's something I had never seen until I played that game. So basically you're in these like little things and you're trying to like pick these guys off one by one, and it doesn't, it's creepy. Can you imagine like being in a room, there's a group of y'all, and all of a sudden you're the only one left and you realize they're all being taken up by Batman? Like, that'd terrify the crap out of me. Alright, next point. So throughout the game there are a couple Scarecrow fear levels is what I sort of call them. I don't remember what the official name is, but Scarecrow, the character, as you know, is kind of a character who doesn't really rely on brute force to take down the Dark Knight. He's more of a like fear factor kind of person. So he injects him a lot, usually through needles and stuff on his little hand things he has, or through gas and stuff. It depends on the character and the story or whatever. But in Batman Arkham Asylum, it kind of transports Batman as a character or whatever, his mental stability stuff. It's weird, but it transports him into these like fear landscapes, and they're trying so hard to like feed off of Batman's fear, and it's just so creepy. I remember the first time playing it, the very first level, you wake up and you're like, you see his little hand come over the wall, and it's like, and he's just huge. He's like the size of a building, and you're just a little guy, and you have to take him down using light, and it's weird, but it's so amazing and fun, and love it.
Little bat, you're in my world now. What are you trying to do?
Next point. Okay, so the boss fights we have, that I remember correctly, we have Bane at the very beginning of the game. We have Joker at the very end of the game. We have Killer Croc in the sewers, which is amazing. We have Harley Quinn, it's sort of a boss fight. I still count it though. We have Poison Ivy's boss fight. I think that's all of them. I mean to include all of them, I apologize if I don't. Each one is special in its own way. The very first one in the game you get is Bane's, and you're stuck there. You're trying to defeat Bane the whole time, but you have some of his adversaries coming around trying to like beat you at the same time, and you have so many things to worry about, and it's just so cool. And then you get thrown into other ones, then you get thrown into Harley Quinn's, and you're on the electric floors, and you're trying to avoid getting shocked by beating up all the guys. You kill a Croc in the sewers, and you're trying to run away from him while also trying to get the like bacteria thing. I don't remember. You have Ivy with the big plant in the plant facility. What's it called? Plant building. Yeah. And each one is special in their own way, and they're all so unique and fun. And sure, some like parts of it may be like reused in other like aspects, but it's such a revolutionary game. It was so fun, so amazing. Basically, and like some of the visuals, they use a kind of like gray, black and white kind of color palette, but then you get thrown into like the plant building. I still can't remember the name, and there's all those greens, but they're still kind of like grayed down a little bit, so you can feel kind of like pressure coming off of everything and whatnot. And then Batman's suit, not necessarily revolutionary in any way, but it's just so iconic. and done so well, in my opinion, that it's just perfect for what was needed in this game. Overall, this game is one of the best games I've ever played. I can, like, every, like, year or so, like, once a year, maybe twice a year, I replay the game. And it's so fun to me because no matter how many times I play it, I may know what's going to happen next, but no matter how many times I play it, it never gets, like, dull for me. That's something special I feel like a game should be able to have. It shouldn't be dull. At least a superhero game. I don't know. It depends on the creator. They can obviously do whatever they want, but it's just so special seeing that game. Like, the way it is. And it's just, Overall rating of this game, I would give it a 10 out of 10. Because it's perfect in almost every way. I don't know how else to explain it. Everyone should go out and play it as soon as they can, in any way they can, because it's just such a great game. And so many, like, new games were kind of, like, added from this, like, beginning of this whole thing. Overall, this game is revolutionary in its own special way, and it never has, like, I'm never playing this game and wish I was doing something else. And I have played games like that. So being able to experience something like this is very special, I would say. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching if you managed to make it this far. I don't know why you're still watching. I'm just rambling, probably saying the same thing 7 times. But anyway, my next review is going to be the next game I played on my channel, which was Uncharted 4. So that'll probably be coming out in the next week or so. I'm very excited for that one, because that is a very favorite game of mine. So we're excited. I'm not sure what the next video will be. I have no idea. Everything's kind of played by ear, so stay tuned to whatever I make. Sorry. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy whatever comes out next, I guess, and stay tuned.
No